Good afternoon. A very warm session of GETI Global Education Training Institute. We are here for the Disruptive Education Movement. Today with us we have Sanjyot Arvind ma'am, and ma'am is going to enlighten us with her ideas on why curiosity is important in education. Why curiosity is important in education. Ma'am, on behalf of Dr. Sunita Gandhi ma'am and behalf of GETI team, I welcome you to another great and learning session of webinar with us today. It is an honor for us to have you today to know your ideas, your views, and it is wonderful to know about the journey of thing you're doing with us today. So thank you so much, ma'am. And over to you, ma'am Sanjyot ma'am. Madam, you are not audible.
Is this okay?
Yeah,
Am
ma'am.
I
This is
audible?
perfect now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
You're
sure.
audible. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So I would like to thank Dr. Sunita Gandhi ma'am. I know her since long. Actually, I've attended one session in Lucknow when International Roundtable Conference was there. So I was there. So thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be over here in this platform. Today my topic is like why curiosity is important in education. So I'd like to share the screen. So as we all are the educator over here and we all are running school, so we know the importance of curiosity in education, because daily we are dealing with the kids who have lot many questions in their mind, and we are struggle how to answer and all, but like that is a very core part of the kids to develop their creativity and their curiosity. Importance of curiosity, interest, and attention in the training and learning. Actually, curiosity is the elementary form of interest. Importance of curiosity in teaching and learning is recognized by many educators. It is a valuable agent in education when it is rightly used. It is highly important because it is a starting point of interest. It directs attention to the bright colors, moving objects, new things. Attention can be held only by increasing the interest of children in the activity going on. Uh, the students, if we create that curiosity among them, they'll be focusing more on the education, more on the learning. क्यूरियोसिटी ऑल्सो एनलार्ज द सर्कल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. बच्चों के क्वेश्चन के अगर हम आंसर दे सके और बच्चों को अगर हम वो उत्सुकता हम जगा सके, तो उनका जो भी इंटरेस्ट है इन लर्निंग वो हम ज्यादा बढ़ा सकते हैं, हम एनहांस कर सकते हैं. Neurological study about curiosity. A neurological study has shown that the curiosity makes our brain more receptive for the learning, and that as we learn, we enjoy the sensation of learning. Our brain will be more receptive if the students keeps on asking the question and the teacher is giving the answer of the question whatever asked by the student. So that neurological study also proves the same about the curiosity. As we always know and we have listened, the curiosity is the lust of mind. थॉमस हॉब्स उनका ये कहना है, it is no secret that the curiosity makes learning more effective and enjoyable. Curious student not only ask the question but also actively seek out the answers. So, being a teacher, it is our duty to make students more curious. The student has the habit to ask the question, ye kyun, wo kyun, aisa kyun, waisa kyun. But what we teacher do or what the schools do, so that we need to think, ki, student, they are not only asking the question, but they are trying to find something. It is continuously that process is going under, means like in their mind to search something, to find something, to get the answer of something else. सो दिस इज द लस्ट, वो उनकी बड़ी इच्छा रहती है कि जानना सब कुछ चीजों के बारे में, जो भी उनके आजू बाजू में हो रहा है उन सब चीजों के बारे में जानना, ये उनकी अर्ज हो सकती है, उनकी बहुत तीव्र इच्छा हो सकती है, तो उसके प्रति भी हमने ध्यान देना बहुत जरूरी होता है. Curiosity is one of the important innate tendency that underlie learning. Because of it, the child may manipulate things with the aim to gain new experience. The problem of interest and attention from the point of view of teaching is not simply to develop the curiosity and to secure attention, but rather to have the attention fixed upon these activities which are desirable from the point of view of teaching and learning. To give attention to large is mentally actively and reflective thinking. Research has shown that curiosity is just as important as intelligence. जो बच्चा क्यूरियस होता है उनमें वो, if we see all students are not curious, but कुछ बच्चे हैं जो जन्म से ही क्यूरियस रहते हैं, उनको ये जानने की बड़ी इच्छा रहती है उनके आजू बाजू में क्या चल रहा है. So they keeps on asking the question and they are trying to know whatever they don't know even. So they are trying to solve their problems. तो उनका जो फोकस है वो एक जगह पे रुकवाना हमारे लिए जरूरी नहीं है, बट उनको जो चाहिए या उनको ये एक्टिविटी जो चल रही है उसमें उनका ध्यान जो है, उनका जो फोकस है वो लाना, ये हमारे लिए बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी होता है. But unfortunately, in an education system in which the productivity is measured by the numbers of worksheets completed and the scores in standardized test, हम किसके ऊपर हमारा जो बच्चे का जो इंटेलिजेंस है वो मेजर करते हैं कि how many worksheets he has completed, how many marks he has scored. We least bother about the questions is asked. उल्टा हमें ऐसे लगता है उनका जो क्वेश्चन है that is irrelevant with the syllabus, it is irrelevant with the topic whatever is going on in the class, and we try to ignore that, we try to ignore giving the answers. Here is something we need to think. Why kids lose the curiosity over time? School is the place where curiosity is developed in individual. So now we need to work on the factors which are responsible for its decline. Day by day, the curiosity is getting decline, and now we need to think about why it had happened, why the curiosity is getting decline. Curiosity is often what leads to challenge. What happened? The students come in the school with lots of questions. They have many questions in their mind, but they ask very few because they know I'm not going to get the answer of this. And he now day by day he is trying to ask a very few questions, or it is not the meaning that the his needs of getting knowledge is getting sated, but he give up, he don't ask the question, and somewhere we as a school management, somewhere we as an educator are responsible for this. Curiosity is often that leads to challenge. We often ask the question which we don't know but wanted to know. Finding answers to those questions is the part of what leads to grow within the education, part of what leads to grow within the education and after. All students should feel challenged to grow as a learner. What we normally do, whatever is there in the syllabus, whatever is there in the textbook, we try to teach that, we try to complete the syllabus. We don't teach beyond the syllabus, or we don't think beyond the book. But the education, if it should be which is useful in the schooling also and for their life also. We need to give some tasks to the students so they can also learn by their own, and that will be helpful for them for whole life. They should, the education or learning should be challenge for them. Ready-made जो भी हम दे रहे हैं, so we need to stop that and we need to give them that opportunity to search the answers for their questions. Finding from California research about the curiosity. They have a research on the curiosity and they have some finding for that. The first finding of curiosity is the curiosity prepares the brain for learning. First finding is that curiosity prepares the brain for learning. First, researchers found that once the subject's curiosity had been piqued with the right questions, they were better at learning and remembering completely unrelated information. If we ask the right question at the right time, and if we piqued that curiosity or piqued that questions, तो बच्चों में जो भी क्यूरियोसिटी है, सपोज अगर हम किसी क्लास में जाते हैं एंड इफ वी आस्क student, do you like to listen story? And they literally sit like this, oh wow, teacher is going to tell me story, so what will happen, what is next, what is next, what will happen, what will be the end of story. Each and everybody likes story. So that way, if the teachers start teaching in the classroom, so they'll be more curious about what is next and what will be in the future. But how our period gets started, that everybody has to remember and everybody has to analyze. So that also we need to think. This is because the curiosity puts the brain in a state that allows it to learn and retain the kind of information. इससे क्या होता है, जो भी क्यूरियोसिटी है, जो भी उत्सुकता है बच्चों की, वो ब्रेन को इस तरह मोल्ड कर देते हैं कि अरे आगे क्या होने वाला है, अभी इसके बाद क्या होने वाला है, कि ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन व्हाट एवर द टीचर इज टीचिंग इन द क्लास, इज दैट इंफॉर्मेशन इज यूजफुल फॉर मी, और इससे कुछ और तो नहीं हो जाएगा. तो ये सब चीजें जो है वो बच्चे सोचने लगते हैं. If you see the example of Newton, why he had that question, why that apple comes down, why it has not gone up. So because this curiosity, Newton invented the law of gravity. ये जो gravity है वो उन्होंने उसी सिलसिले में ढूंढ डाली कि जब वो एप्पल उनके सर पे गिर गया था. So that also the question, and the students are trying to find the answer of the question. The second, if the teacher is able to trigger the students' curiosity about something, they are naturally motivated to learn. They'll be better prepared to learn things that they would normally consider boring or difficult. Normally, it happens with the maths. Suppose if the teacher enter in the class and if she tell the students, yes students, today we are going to learn about the trigonometry and trigonometry, yeah, and wow, and blah 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 blah. The what the students will they have an expression, oh my god, now once again that trigonometry, the boring period and all. But if we start with the examples which they day to day they are dealing with, that if we work with the day-to-day example, so they will be more connect with the teacher, they will be more connect with the subject. So अगर इस तरह से हम कोई भी सब्जेक्ट जो है वो ट्राई करते हैं तो उसका ज्यादा फायदा टीचर को भी हो सकता है और बच्चों को भी वो कंसेप्ट ज्यादा क्लियर होगा। अगर हम स्टार्टिंग में कोई एक्टिविटी लेते हैं तो एक्टिविटी लेने से क्या होता है, डोंट गिव एनी आंसर, डोंट टेल देम एनी कंक्लूजन, but if we start with the activity, they'll try to find the answer and then they'll discuss with the teacher कि क्या टीचर ऐसे ऐसे है, ऐसे ने वैसे है। सो ये उनका कंक्लूजन हो सकता है, उनका ऑब्जर्वेशन हो सकता है, और उसके बाद अगर टीचर कुछ बात बोलती है तो वो ज्यादा ग्रास्प होगा। और कोई भी बच्चे को ये जो उनका जो अटेंशन है वो अगर हम प्रॉपरली वो एक्टिविटी पे फोकस कर पाए और बच्चों की जो क्यूरियोसिटी है वो जगा पाए तो the result will be very good and will get a very powerful result from this. This is the photo of my school. My school's name is Strawberry English Medium School. So normally we also start our lecture with the activities, and after that the teacher actually start teaching in the class. The second finding what the California researchers have done, and this is their finding of them, is the curiosity make the subsequent learning more rewarding. ये हमारा ब्रेन है और ब्रेन में बहुत सारे केमिकल्स जो है वो रिलीज होते रहते हैं। तो when the curiosity हम जगा पाते हैं तो वहां पे क्या होता है कि the researchers found that when the participants' curiosity had been sparked, they was not only increase the activity in the hippocampus, which is the region of brain involved in the creation of memories, but also in the brain circuit that is related to reward and pleasure. The circuit is the same one that light up when we get something we really like, it release and dopamine, the feel good chemical, it's a happy chemical that release in the brain. So जब हमें ऐसा कुछ मिलता है कि जिससे मुझे कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा या मुझे कुछ नया मिलेगा या मेरे नॉलेज में ये एनहांसमेंट होगी या मेरा नॉलेज कुछ गेन होगा, सो ये भी रिवॉर्ड है। बच्चों को कुछ ढूंढने को अगर मिलता है तो डोपामाइन करके जो केमिकल है वो ब्रेन में रिलीज होता है और ये हिपोकैम्पस एंड जो सर्किट है ब्रेन का एक, उसमें ये जो केमिकल है वो रिलीज होता है। तो इससे बच्चों का जो लर्निंग है वो ज्यादा प्लेजरेबल होता है। तो जो बच्चों को ऐसे लगता है कि दिस इज वेरी बोरिंग, वो एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट उनका रिएक्शन होता है। Curiosity helps the kids to remember lesson and it can also make their learning experience more pleasurable. Susan Angel ये एक ऑथर है, उनका एक बुक है The Hungry Mind. In this book, the Susan Angel has documented what is missing in the school, what is really matters about learning. As she knows, the teacher rarely encourage curiosity in classroom, even though we are all born with the abundance of curiosity and the innate drive for exploration could be built upon in all students. But actually in the school, curiosity is drastically underappreciated. Actually, we are born with the abundance of curiosity. If we see the the newborn baby also trying to find something, means he keeps on putting something in his mouth. He is trying to find the taste of different things, different objects nearby, even though he get attracted towards the colorful object, red, blue, bright color they like. So it is not the anything to teach, but we are born with that. But what happened कि जैसे जैसे बच्चा बड़ा होता चला जाएगा और जैसे जैसे इसके क्वेश्चंस बढ़ते जाएंगे, वी ऑल्सो नॉर्मली सी, हम उनको क्या बोलते हैं, चुप बैठो, बात मत करो, ये मत करो, वो मत करो, क्यों इतने सवाल पूछते हो, चुपचाप मैंने जो बोला है वो पढ़ो, जो मैंने बताया है वो ही सुनो। हम उनको बताने की या उनको पूछने का कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं देते हैं, एंड दैट actually destroy, or that actually decline the curiosity of that child. And being a school, ये हमने बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन normally it happens in the school, the curiosity is drastically get under appreciated. हम ज्यादा बात करने वाले बच्चे को बोलते हैं तू चुप बैठ, बिल्कुल बात नहीं करना, तू क्लास को डिस्टर्ब करता है। सो ये हमारा नॉर्मली सेंटेंस रहता है, लेकिन उसकी जो क्यूरियोसिटी है, डे बाय डे देन द स्टूडेंट्स स्टॉप आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन, वो चुप हो जाते हैं, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस उनके दिमाग में ऐसे ही अनआंसर्ड रह जाते हैं। सो अबाउट दैट आल्सो वी नीड टू थिंक. The four reasons why the curiosity is important and how to develop it. It makes your mind active instead of passive. Curious students always ask questions and search for an answer in their mind. The mental exercise caused by curiosity makes your mind stronger and stronger. जो क्यूरियस बच्चे हैं उनके दिमाग में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, और जब ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर they are not getting from the outside, they try to search or they try to find that answers by their own, by themselves only. And ये जो एक्टिविटी है, इससे उनका जो ब्रेन है वो ज्यादा शार्पन हो जाता है, वो स्टिमुलेट होता है ब्रेन, और उससे उनका जो ब्रेन है वो ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाता है. So first is it makes your brain active instead of passive. जो पैसिव बच्चे हैं, टीचर ने आंसर बोल दिया है ना, why to take attention, कॉपी कर लो, एग्जाम में रट्टा मार के वही हमें लिखना है. So they don't bother about how many marks I will be getting, but they bother about what the knowledge I'm getting. So this is the first thing. Second is it makes your mind observant of new ideas. When you are curious about something, your mind anticipates new ideas related to it. When the idea comes, they'll soon recognize. जब हम कुछ नया देखते हैं, जैसे मैंने न्यूटन का एक एग्जांपल आपको बता दिया था, इवन दो एडिसन जो है उन्होंने भी जो सोचा है कि क्या ये अंधेरे में उजाला हम ला सकते हैं, क्या मैं लाइट इन्वेंट कर सकता हूँ, तो उनका जो ब्रेन है, ब्रेन स्टार्ट सर्चिंग समथिंग, actually it goes to your subconscious and all, and it collects some new ideas. तो वो कुछ नया इन्वेंशन के बारे में सोचने लगता है. तो जो हमारी क्यूरियोसिटी है, एक्चुअली जो भी इन्वेंशन आज तक हुए हैं, जो भी नई चीजें लोगों ने बनाई है, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द क्यूरियोसिटी, because they wanted to find something, they wanted to search something. तो इस वजह ये वजह ही उनको कुछ नया बनाने के लिए प्रेरित कर चुकी है. और जो भी इन्वेंशन आज तक हुए हैं, जितने भी साइंटिस्ट लोगों ने आज तक काम किया है, because they were so curious. They may not be a very clever student, they may not be getting a very good marks in the school, but they have done whatever the ordinary, the clever student have not done. It opens up new worlds and possibilities. By being curious, you will be able to see new worlds and possibilities which are normally not visible and hidden behind the surface of normal life. जैसे मैंने बताया था कि जैसे एडिसन ने सोचा है कि मुझे बल्ब बनाना है, ये अंधेरे को मैंने रोशनी से भर देना है, इस वजह से 10,000 times he keeps on trying for that bulb, और वो इन्वेंशन उन्होंने कर दिया। तो दे फाइंड न्यू वर्ड एंड द पॉसिबिलिटीज। शुरुआत में जब भी राइट ब्रदर्स ने ये सोचा होगा कि हम आसमान में उड़ेंगे, कोई ऐसा पंच जैसे हम उड़ेंगे, वी विल फ्लाई लाइक अ बर्ड, तो सब लोगों ने उनको बोला था कि ये पागल हो चुके हैं। लेकिन आज तक जितने भी इन्वेंशन हुए हैं वो पागलों ने किया है, क्योंकि पागल होने के बाद ही आप कुछ नया और कुछ बड़ा कर सकते हैं। तो they try to find some new possibilities, they try to find new word, तो that is also there, और that is not visible with the normal life। जैसे नॉर्मल लोग लाइफ जी रहे होते हैं, उसके बियॉन्ड में रहता है, उसमें छुपा रहता है, इट इज हिडन बिहाइंड द नॉर्मल लाइफ। तो ये क्यूरियस जो बच्चे हैं वो ही ये ढूंढ पाते हैं। It brings excitement in your life. The life of curious student is far from boring. It's neither dull nor routine. There are always new things that attracts their attention. जो क्यूरियस बच्चा है, इफ यू सी दैट कि अगर आप कोई नया उनको व्हीकल लाके दो, आप कोई कार लाके दो, कोई टॉय लाके दो, what will they do? First of all, they'll see what is there inside the car, what is there inside that robot, what is there inside that। तो उनकी जो लाइफ वो कभी बोरिंग नहीं रहती, वो कुछ ना कुछ तो करते रहते हैं, जिनको हम खुरापती बच्चे बोलते हैं, कि ये बच्चे कभी शांत नहीं बैठ सकते, और अगर वो शांत बैठे हैं तो मम्मी बोलेगी कुछ ना कुछ तो इसका चल रहा है, नहीं तो मेरा बच्चा इतना शांत कभी नहीं बैठेगा, उनका कुछ ना कुछ तो चलता रहता है कहीं कोने में। तो ये वाली जो बात है ये भी हमने सोचनी चाहिए कि इनकी जो लाइफ है ये कभी दे डोंट फील बोरिंग, they always feel excited, something is attracted to them, वो उस तरफ अट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं और कुछ ना कुछ खोजने की जो है वो कोशिश बच्चे करते हैं। How to develop curiosity, that is also very important, because हमने इतनी इसकी तारीफ सुनी है, तो वो कैसे डेवलप हो ये भी तो हमने सोचना चाहिए। So keeps an open mind. This is essential if you are to have the curious mind. Be open to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Some things you know and believe might be wrong, and you should be prepared to accept these possibilities and change your mind. So always be open. अगर हम ओपन हैं, किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया है इसीलिए वो सही है ऐसा ना सोचते हुए, इफ वी ओपन आवर माइंड, अगर हम ये क्यों है, क्यों मैं मान लू, अगर आप बोलते हो इसलिए मान लू, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। आपका जो ब्रेन है, आपकी जो सोच है, वो हमने हमेशा ओपन रखनी चाहिए। Do not take things as granted, जैसे मैंने पहले आपको बोला था, if you just accept the word as it is without trying to dig deeper, you will certainly lose the holy curiosity. Never take things as granted, try to dig deeper beneath the surface of what is around. जो है ऐसे ही मत स्वीकार दीजिए, ट्राई टू गो डीपर डीपर डीपर, उसके जो फाउंडेशन है वहां तक पहुंचने की कोशिश करो, उसकी जो नींव है वहां तक जाने की कोशिश करो। क्यों मैं मान लू, आप बोल रहे हैं इसलिए, लेकिन आप बोल ही क्यों रहे, इसको क्या सपोर्ट है, कैसे प्रूव होगा। तो ऐसे ये बच्चे जो है इतना इजीली वो नहीं मानते हैं, और आप भी अगर आपकी क्यूरियोसिटी वो डेवलप करना चाहते हैं, तो अगर आपका बच्चा क्यूरियस है, अगर आपका कोई स्टूडेंट क्यूरियस है, तो उनको भी आप बोलो कि मैं बोल रही हूँ। टीचर का आंसर हमेशा करेक्ट नहीं हो सकता है, समटाइम्स टीचर मे रॉन्ग, तो उनको ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दे दो कि आप ढूंढ लीजिए, आप उसकी जो नींव है वहां तक पहुंचो, आप उसका जो बेस है वहां तक पहुंचो और ढूंढ लीजिए उसके पीछे क्या साइंस है, इसके पीछे क्या धारणा है। Third is ask question constantly. What, why, where, when, who, where, and how are the best friends of curious people. A sure way to dig deeper beneath the surface is asking questions. क्वेश्चन ही आपको उसकी जो डेप्थ है वहां तक पहुंचा सकता है. keeps on asking questions, keep on asking questions. एक परेश रावल का बहुत ही सुंदर मूवी है, हमने देखा होगा. उसके चेहरे पे क्वेश्चन मार्क्स हमेशा ऐसे ड्रॉ किया रहता, उसको हमेशा कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चंस पढ़ता रहता था. लेकिन ये क्वेश्चंस ही उनको वो नॉलेज तक पहुंचा सकते हैं. दिस क्वेश्चंस आर ओनली carrying them to the depth of that knowledge, and these questions are only enhance the information of the this kind of people or this kind of student. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The curiosity has its own reason to existing. क्यूरियोसिटी के पास वो रीजन होता ही है क्योंकि उसको एग्जिस्ट करना रहता है. तो वो जो पर्सन है या जो बच्चा है उनकी जो इनर क्वालिटी ऐसी रहती है, इनर टेंडेंसी ऐसी रहती है कि दे कीप्स ऑन आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस. कोई उनका आंसर दो नहीं दो उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. they keeps on asking you questions. The fourth step is do not label something as boring. Whenever you label something as boring, you close one more door of possibilities. Curious people are unlikely to call something as boring. Instead, they always see it as a door to an exciting new world. Even if they don't yet have time to explore it, they leave the door open to visit another time. आज मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है लेकिन मैं कल आके ये बात जरूर जानने की कोशिश करूंगा कि इसके अंदर था क्या. आज टाइम नहीं है. लेकिन हम क्या बोलते हैं कि कोई भी चीज अगर हमारे सामने आती है कुछ लोगों का बोरिंग इट इज, छोड़ो रे, जाने दो, क्यों, क्या पड़ा है, ऐसे अगर हम क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहेंगे सो विल नॉट एक्सप्लोर एनीथिंग न्यू, विल नॉट गेट द नॉलेज प्रॉपरली. लेकिन ये क्यूरियस बच्चों के पास ऐसा कोई भी सेंटेंस नहीं रहता कि दिस इज बोरिंग. they try to search something from that boring things even. See learning as something fun. If you see the learning as a burden, there is no way you will want to dig deeper into anything. That will make the burden heavier. But if you think learning as something fun, you will naturally want to dig deeper. So look at life through the glasses of fun, excitement, and enjoy the learning process. अगर हम कुछ नया सीखने के लिए आज का जो मेरा नॉलेज है वो मुझे काम में आने वाला, आज का जो भी टॉपिक है टीचर इज गोइंग टू टीच मी समथिंग न्यू, अगर हम एक्साइटमेंट से देखेंगे तो पूरी लाइफ आपके लिए बहुत ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत अच्छी हो सकती है. इट मे बी द आउट ऑफ दिस टॉपिक बट आई से कि ये जो कोरोना है या ये जो भी अभी पेंडेमिक से हम गुजर रहे हैं, इफ यू सी टुवर्ड्स दैट एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू learn something new, to gain the knowledge or to enhance some information. तो अगर हम इस तरह से ये कोरोना की तरफ देखते हैं, हर एक के लाइफ में इसके बहुत अलग अलग परिणाम जो है वो दिखाई दिए हैं. लेकिन अगर हम हर एक दिन को एक्साइटमेंट से देखना स्टार्ट करें, so each and every moment of our life, each and every day of our life has come to teach you something very beautiful, something to add in your knowledge or in your information. Curiosity cannot be taught, but it can be illuminated and nurtured. Curiosity is not something that can be taught, it is something that can be nurtured. Curiosity is that self-motivated desire that impels the students to search on their own for desired information, not because they have to put not because they have to, but because they want to, but because they feel like to know that information to become the educated and informed. ऐसा नहीं है कि क्यूरियोसिटी हम सिखा सकते हैं कि बाबा तुम क्यूरियस बन जाओ, मैं सिखाता हूँ कैसे कैसे बनना, नो, लेकिन ये नर्चर हो सकती है। जैसे मैंने जो भी स्टेप्स आपको बताई है, 4-5 स्टेप्स जो है वो अगर हम फॉलो करते हैं तो उनकी जो क्यूरियोसिटी है वो जग जाएगी। बच्चों ने ये इंफॉर्मेशन जाननी चाहिए या दे हैव टू लर्न समथिंग, इसकी जगह दे, इफ दे वांट टू लर्न something, or if they like, if they feel to like to know something for their education and for their information, तो वो बच्चे ज्यादा जो लर्निंग प्रोसेस में बहुत ही 100% जो है उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन दे सकते हैं। Curiosity can be nurtured by asking questions, interesting questions, fascinating questions. It will lead them to additional questions of their own that will increase their desire to accumulate knowledge and information about this subject. कोई भी चीज क्यों ना हो, कुछ भी क्यों ना हो, भले वो लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस हो या कोई उनके सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड है, वॉट एवर उन्होंने आजू बाजू में देखा है, सोसाइटी में देखा है, उसके बारे में है, इफ वो क्वेश्चंस वो खुद खुद पूछते हैं या खुद को पूछते हैं तो उनका जो इंटरेस्ट है वो भी बढ़ जाएगा, और ये इंटरेस्ट ही उनको जो नॉलेज है, उनका जो डिजायर है फॉर नॉलेज, वहां तक वो पहुंचा सकता है। और वो इंफॉर्मेशन जो है, वो राइटली इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो बच्चे ले सकते हैं। तो दिस मच आई नो अबाउट द क्यूरियोसिटी। आई थिंक कि माय टॉपिक आई कुड कंप्लीट इट, एंड जो भी मैं जान सकती थी या जो भी मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन थी, ऑफ कोर्स ये बहुत सारे जो एजुकेटर्स है, बहुत सारे जो साइंटिस्ट है, बहुत सारे जो रिसर्चर्स है, उनकी ये स्टडी है, तो वो स्टडी के ही बेसिस पे मैं आपके सामने कुछ बोल पाई हूँ। आई रियली थैंक्स टू GETI Learning and Global Education and Training Institute for such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was such a lovely learning from you. Believe me, I have seen so many comments of appreciating your topic, and so many people have just said it like it's a super presentation. And as a person with academic background, I can really connect so well with your saying that curiosity is actually the not just the mother of invention. It is also something which makes a person developed. So it is wonderful journey of learning with you, ma'am. And I'm so thankful that I've been hosting you today and in-depth understanding your words, taking everything into account. Ma'am, I really want you to add a little for the students, especially in today's pandemic world when the children are getting online with education. So, what is your comment on this online education for the students, ma'am? What is your take on it?
Okay. Actually, there is a no option now. The schools like they can't go. So this is the only option is remaining is the online education for them. And no doubt the screening time is increasing. But if that now the students are at home, they can communicate with the parent, and the parent can speak more. Means like the politely, or more means like the they can connect with the students, and if they teach them how to spend the time on the laptop or on the mobile, and how to get the information. अगर बच्चा भी घर पे है, वी डोंट हैव अ टाइम, आज तक हमें इतना टाइम नहीं मिला था बच्चों के साथ स्पेंड करने के लिए, but if we carry them in the kitchen, there are n number of things which are related to science, whatever they are learning in the school. If we show them the citric acid, we can show them this is the citric acid, whatever you are learning in the school. So ये भी उनकी capacity है, बस textual knowledge. They don't like the textual knowledge. If we see,
Yes.
we show them a day-to-day life, the things. They say, oh my god, this is citric acid, oh my god, this is turmeric and all. This like the this is depend on the parents, how are they handling this, because अभी बच्चे भी बोर हो चुके हैं, लेकिन अगर हम उनको कुछ नया मीन्स लाइक इफ वी किचन का कोई ये है कोई रेसिपी है, हम उनको बोलते हैं कि तुम करके देख लो, मैं तो रोज करती हूँ, दे विल बी मोर एक्साइटेड ओ कैसे करती है, क्योंकि ये भी उनकी क्यूरियोसिटी है, मम्मी इतनी चपाती बनाती वो गोल कैसे बनती है, मैं करके देख लूं। लेकिन हम कभी उनको स्कोप ही नहीं देते थे, हम बोलते नहीं नहीं कर, गैस के नजदीक मत जा, ये हो जाएगा, लेट देम गो, लेट देम हैव दैट फन इवन। सो इस तरह से अगर हम हैंडल करें तो उनका वो गार्डनिंग सिखा दो, उनको थोड़ा किचन में उनको जो भी रिक्वायर्ड है उतना सिखा दो तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा।
Yeah, I think all the stakeholders of education, whether they are the parents or the teachers or the largest stakeholders, the students, during this time of pandemic, they have learned the most. सबसे ज़्यादा हमने learn किया है. We have learned new applications of learning. The students have come from the books, textbooks to making videos on WhatsApp, doing online trainings and all that. So, ma'am, all this has really made a wonderful world of learning, and rightly said by you. The kitchen, I think, of home is a big lab for the students to do a lot of curiosity learning.
Yeah.
Kitchen can be really turned into a curiosity lab for the students. There's so many things which happens there over there. So that's wonderful, ma'am. One question from my side. Like many a times when I have hosted my speakers, I came across that they have different ideology for the students who are at different learning abilities. A child who is with ADHD. So these students, how the children, because ADHD people have a lot of curiosity with them. So how really it is difficult for a teacher in a 40-minute to handle it?
Okay.
Because they have a lot of questions.
Of course, they have a questions. Lekin we don't know now which student has a question and which don't. But if we whatever I shared, if we start our period with the activity, and if we form a groups, and if we keep that activity in front of that groups, and if we tell them now you start doing this activity, and till that time you keep on asking me questions, so we also have a time at least for 10 to 15 minutes time, I think we need to secure for an activity. So इनमें उनके जो भी questions है वो they can ask that questions, so teacher also get a time, because that 10 minutes is totally secured for the activity only, and in that period she can give the answer of any students, and normally by doing that activity there half of the questions are getting resolved over there only, so the questions don't remain over there. That is also
True.
true.
True,
Yes.
true, true, true. Thank you so much, ma'am. And on behalf of Getty, we really want to hear one more or few more topics from your side, because it is really good that people are creating questions. I believe that our master trainers and Sunita ma'am always believe that Sunita Gandhi ma'am and our master trainer Mr. James and Mary ma'am, they always believe that questioning is an art, and children have to be trained with the art of questioning, and curiosity has to be developed, because
Yes.
it is the kind of inventions which comes with the child. Even the teacher does not know that what it's the hidden treasure the child has. Only with the
Yes.
curiosity of the child, the teacher will know the hidden treasures of the child. That's the curiosity of the student and the teacher and their understanding. We hope to see you soon, ma'am, for one other session of great learning with you. On behalf of Getty Team Global Education Training Institute, on behalf of Dr. Sunita Gandhi, ma'am, I, your host Hinan Sari, says you thank you and a healthy, safe day. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.